Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Saturday. It's Daryl here. It's about 8 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, if you guys tuned in earlier, you'll see that I did a video on a certain young man on trial in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I looked a little more into his history. He's a young man, so he doesn't probably have much of a history, but I started thinking of the defense and people on the right talking about what kind of person that he is. Like I said, he's young. He doesn't have much of a history. People, in his defense, people are saying, look, he was just going there to defend property. You know, he's a community-orientated youth. He cared about the people. He brought water there for the police. He was concerned about his community. He didn't want his community destroyed. He wanted to lend a hand and help out. Okay, well, I started to think about this. I started to think about when I was that age. In a one or two aspects, me and this young man have some things in common. I inherited a lot of things from my father. It's the same things that this young man was carrying that night. So I was wondering, being a community-orientated, good kid, caring about his country, his town, and the people, did he ever participate in community service, public service? Kenosha, Wisconsin. Surely, I mean, he was 17 when this happened, but surely in that year, there must have been some instances of storms or floods, tornadoes, fires, accidents somewhere, because he had history of, he's trained as an EMT. He cares about the public. So I was looking into this, did he ever, surely he must have ran out and lent a hand and helped his community before in situations like this. Situations where he wouldn't need that same object that he was strapped with that night. Just instances of natural disasters and stuff like that, where people needed food, water, medical help, transportation, whatever. Nope, no history of that. No history at all. Then I remembered. I was in the Boy Scouts. I was in the Cub Scouts, the Weeblos, and the Boy Scouts. We did a lot of public service. I remember cleaning out basements for elderly people. I remember going to convalescent homes and doing the yard work, all of the landscaping once a week in different convalescent homes around the neighborhood. I actually still have a lot of the badges. I just found these, a lot of the badges. America's Bicentennial, Long Rivers Council, the Klondike Derby, a lot of things where we earn badges by reaching out and helping our community. What about this young man? Did you ever do that? Did you ever reach out? Did you ever join the Boy Scouts? Boy Scouts would be an excellent opportunity. If you cared about your community and your country, you figured that would be a natural thing that somebody like this, somebody that was orientated like this would do. Nope. He did have a lot of posts on social media about the police, pictures of him and these objects that he seemed to have a propensity for. You know what? Let's just cut the bull here. I think he saw this as an opportunity. The only reason he went out there is because he was excited to bring his new toy, because it gave him an opportunity to act like to pretend to be the sheriff in town. It gave him an opportunity to carry around his phallic symbol for other shortcomings as a man. So that's what I truly believe, because he never once did he show up any other place to help out the public, to do community service, to help out. What about a GoFundMe page, maybe? Nope, none of that, nothing like that. But if it had anything to do with the object that he was carrying that night, then there's plenty of pictures of that. Like I said, let's just cut the bull here. I think there's one reason and one reason only why this young man showed up there that night, is because it excited him by having what he thought was this authority. That people would obey him, respect him, that it would replace some hole or something he was missing somewhere else that he lacked, that he thought he lacked. Maybe he thought it would help with women, girls. That's all I see. So there's no other record or evidence of this good patriot, public loving, standing up for the good shop owners. No record of him ever doing that before, at least if it didn't involve carrying what he was carrying that night. You guys have a good Saturday. I'll be back later with another video.